Oh,
making, but
okay.
he's probably an old school kind of guy. Probably knows these modules. Yeah, when
Hi,
I played that
Abernathy.
one, it was one of my favorite. What?
Hi, Abernathy. I don't see you, but you're somewhere.
It includes seafood. That's the guess. Some good seafood.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate seafood.
Red Lobster.
Eh. Let's see. Pick a damage type.
Any damage type?
Yep.
Psychic.
Psychic.
Yeah, I like psychic damage. 'Cause nobody has resistance against psychic damage.
Except maybe a mind flayer or something.
Maybe.
You spell psychic. Damn it. So like one damage type I can't spell. PSY.
P-H-Y-I-C.
Oh, it's PSY? That's always PSY.
Yeah, I just recently got a copy of that module and I read it and it was just fantastic. I loved it, and you know I can't not put it in my game.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Uh, I, I saw the sentient weapons, and those seem like you could do a lot of funny stuff with
Oh
them.
sure, sure.
I think it'd be funny if the doctor got a claymore that was meant for killing wizards, but it possesses everyone, tries to possess everyone else everywhere to try to kill him. So
Well,
that's why he
honestly,
has a
I think
claymore.
the whole magic items section is extensive.
Yeah.
You don't need that much. I mean, we can come up with magic weapons. What's really important to me, everything that's all the money to me is I think on page what is it? Right here. This is what I
Like
really I because I need
145, 140s.
what 274. This is what I really need because I need the number crunching.
Yeah.
274. This combat rating chart. This is what I'm looking for in DMG. It's not
Hmm.
it's not number crunchy as third edition, but I think they're just acknowledging that you can't there's no number formula that's going to be perfect. There's a
Hmm.
lot of different variables, but this gives me a perfect idea of how to change a monster and make the monster appropriate challenge rating because I realized that looking at this that some of the monsters I've been doing are just too easy.
Hmm. Oh, demon armor is nice. Okay.
Do you have a first edition DMG Abernathy? That I have one. It's really good read. It's like you read it and then you have to think about it for 10 minutes. Like what is he trying to say? You have to interpret everything he's saying.
It's like a riddle within a rhyme.
Well, it's Gary Gygax, so he's got a very famous personality. He just doesn't, he's very philosophical and very kind of abstract and deep. And when you read his writing, it's like literature.
Mhm. You ever seen like at the back of the DMG where it has like we do not recommend that you use these tactics for the DM, but they are highly useful in the situation of captivating
Oh, which
suspense.
DMG is that?
It's like at the very, very back. The new one.
Oh, the new one?
Oh, did you get two?
Let me see.
No, I've just seen it on Imgur.
Okay.
Dungeon Master Inspiration, Maps. What very, very back? You mean the last page is just an index. Let me see. Religious furnishings, monster lists. Nope, I don't see
It's
it.
either the very back or the very front. I just like saw the sponsors on it, and I'm like,
Abernathy, yes, I do. Actually, in fact, I'll show you something. I don't know if I'm able to put this into the stream. I made this. Oh, I think I can. I made this little template that looks just like the monster stat block, and it's got drag down menus. You can put like, well, what's the AC? 8 to 25. You can drag it down and put it in, so it's easy to write the template. Because I like all my data presented the same way, like a nice pictorial way. Let me see. I think I have it on my Google Drive. I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to show you next time. Yeah, Abernathy. If you don't make custom monsters, some of the monsters tend to be kind of easy. So you gotta come up with some interesting ideas, like you give an ogre action surge or something, make an ogre mage. Keeps the game interesting.
Make an ogre dragoon.
Yeah, you can do that if you really want to.
That would just be mean.
What I mean, some of the things that really make a monster stand out are spell casting abilities, but it takes some work to give a monster a whole spell list, and it's a lot more management in the game, so it gets a little complicated.
Alright, I'm just gonna finish my pizza and then we'll start. With, I guess just 2 of you. It'll be alright.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. No worries.
Ray's not coming?
No idea.
Okay.
Hmm. So it's just gonna be the warlock and the bard. How exciting!
Yeah, that doesn't make a very powerful party. I think it's not very balanced.
Just reduce the number of monsters there's around.
You got some nice art, Abernathy. Yeah, I heard it's tough to get into. If you actually want to get into start working for these RPG companies, it's a lot of competition. I give up my job too if I could be like, well, if I could get the same pay and work for Wizards, I'd totally do it. I mean, I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't give it up to be like an intern there, but
I'd be fine just doing it part-time.
But generally, you gotta have some experience.
Okay.
I wish they had like a... What?
I'm not breathing in my mic?
I don't hear it this time.
Okay, good. There we go. I'm ready to start. Alright, so you guys are all on the front page. I can close this. Let's see which way you guys go. Alright, so the 4 of you have just finished your little skirmish and you get back into... Okay, here we have another guy. Oh, wait. So now it's the Warlock, the Bard, and the Ranger. How exciting. Hello, Ray.
Hello.
Hey, Ray.
Hi.
It sounds like you have your fan on again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you ready, Ray?
Hello.
Yep. Okay. So everybody can be heard. Last
Yep.
check.
Test 1, test 2, test 3.
I'm here.
Okay. And Ray, how high is your volume? I want to make sure everyone can hear you.
Testing. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
You're good. All right. So let's get started. John is late. We'll see if he shows up later. Okay. So the four of you have just finished your little skirmish in the dark alleyways of Ironheart, and you make your way back to the safe house. I'm just taking a bit before you do your long rest. And as you get there, you notice that here, everybody do a perception check. We'll see exactly what you notice.
What's it?
Perception.
Or even your passive perception would be good. So, Samuel, as you enter the room, you notice. Okay, yeah, Samuel definitely notices something while everyone else just casually strolls in, all tired and hurt. But as you enter, you hear a scuffle downstairs in the safe house.
Oh, hell.
I don't notice. I'm going in to go sleep.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. You got something in the reds in the bottom. Why do I keep on doing the Schmiggle voice? I don't know why.
I think it's ingrained in you.
Just everybody take it back. I'm gonna get yourself seated somewhere. Nara, you look pretty banged up bad, so Cooper, you coming with me.
Okay, so you're going down to the safe house?
Yep.
Okay. As you open the secret door, you see a light downstairs and you hear voices of people talking. As you go down the stairs, you see two people sitting at the fireplace. One is clad in a dark hood. The other one has armored chainmail on and a mace sitting next to him. But they appear to be casually warming themselves by the fire.
Evening, gentlemen. How can I help you this evening?
Who are these idiots?
Do I know them?
Yes, you know them. You recognize the man in the hooded cape as the Bishop of Ironheart, Father Felicia. And but the priest and the cleric next to him, you recognize as one of the priests, as one of the bishop's bodyguards.
Now you know how I feel about men in uniform. She gets an Eldritch Blast ready.
Okay.
Please, no, not this time. We're in a fancy place, or fancy enough.
Aren't we in a hideout somewhere?
It's a
Yeah,
lot better than the last couple of places we've been to. You
Okay.
gotta admit that.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, may I'll introduce you. This is the bishop of Ironheart, and his escort.
And as as Cooper makes the introductions, the bishop stands up and he says, "Welcome back, Cooper. I hear you had a busy night." And he looks over to the companions. As Cooper has said, I am Father Felicia. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you are. He
Pleasure's all
bows his
mine,
head
Samuel
and
Bowes.
Nara's hand in a gesture and kisses her hand.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man. Well, is he what is his attractiveness level on, you know? Is he a
Scale of 1
is
to
he a
7.
good-looking guy?
He's mid 50s, but he doesn't look too bad.
Well,
He's
Nara
very
doesn't
calm
mind.
and
He's
slow.
in his 50s. Is he like a dashing kind of guy, a rugged
little bit,
dashing
yes.
kind of guy? Okay, so she accepts it. She says, "My," she says.
And he's like, and he looks over to Samuel and he bows his head. It's a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure's all mine.
Now, as I've said, it appears you've had a busy night. Please rest by the fire. And rest yourselves.
Nara says, "Not
Thank you.
busy enough." She sits down and does
Yeah.
a basic instinct.
I had
my
I had my servant here prepare some food for when you returned. Once you've done resting, we will have a proper conversation.
Wait,
And
food?
I will be back in the morning. And him and his escort leave the safe house.
Samuel just stands there blinking, going, "What? Who?"
Is that man married? Nara asks.
He's got a
No.
harem of nuns.
Oh, even better.
Samuel sits down.
Harem.
He sits there going like, "It's been a hell of a night. Please tell me where the rum is."
You open the cupboards and no, there's no rum left. If there was any before, it's all gone now.
That's because you drank it all, Bard.
All right. So you guys can take your long rest. If you're gonna do anything in particular, let me know.
No, there's nothing for me to do.
Samuel's gonna count out the coins that he picked off from the guards building.
Nara passes out on the floor and snores.
Cooper,
Yeah.
you're resting too. Okay. Or are you going gallivanting around the city again? Get yourself captured.
You take 1 inch, and I'm putting an anchor in your pants.
I think I'll go out and ask around for information about.
You're still doing that?
Yeah.
I pull Cooper by the scruff and I put him down by the chair. Rest now.
What about the inventor?
We'll ask about that tomorrow morning.
But
We just saw a demon, and I was about good few feet away from its claws and teeth.
all right, that's fine.
All right. So you all sit down for your rest. Now, since I just forgot to mention something, I want to introduce plot points for tonight. I forgot
Plot
to mention
points?
it. Yes. I will read you the extract from the DMG. John knows what it is. But the point is you each get 1 plot point. What page did I say it was? It was on 170... 270 something. System shock. That's before. Okay. Yeah, so plot points. I'm going to introduce the second option. Whenever a player spends a plot point, so you each get 1 plot point that you can spend at any time in the game. So whenever a player spends a plot point, the player to his... so whenever you spend a plot point, you get to add some element to the setting or situation for that group, including you, and whatever is said is accepted as true. For example, a player can spend a plot point and state to his or her character has found a secret door, or an NPC appears, or a monster turns out to be a long-lost ally polymorphed into a horrid beast.
That's what.
So basically you get to do like a quick piece of being a DM and add some random element that happens. But the player to your right gets to add a complication to the scene. So if you send that there's a secret door, the player to the right can say that opening a door triggers a magical trap of some sort. You follow me?
All right.
I can dig it.
So you guys
I think
each,
I've read that somewhere.
yeah, you guys each get 1 plot point, and you can do with what you want with it. And once everybody's used your plot points, everybody gets plot points again. So I'm trusting you guys not to abuse this.
I'm
rule
going to
too
use
much.
my plot point right now. I want to use my
Where
plot
it-
point to say that dashing, rugged lord has lewd dreams of Nara all night.
You got it.
That he just cannot shake off.
And the person to your right is Samuel. What's the complication to this?
The complication is that he goes out searching for you in this heat rage of searching for you in the middle of the streets.
Why would he do that? He knows where I am.
Yeah.
But he's now doing it furiously.
Okay, you got it. So, in the middle of the night, while Samuel and Cooper are sleeping, Nara notices someone come up, someone pick her up, and bring her upstairs to the top, outside the safe house, into the main room of I think it was a small tavern upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you wake up as you get to the top of the stairs, and you notice that the bishop is carrying you. He says, "Do not worry. Together we will have an interesting night." But you notice that something's off about him.
Nara
Does not
doesn't
appear
care.
that he is awake.
She says,
Does not appear he is awake.
she's even better, she says. Says, pleasure first, and then I'll figure out what's going on later. She says, oh,
He's got the really creepy smile on him, and he brings you to the back room of the tavern, and he's like, and all in his sleep, he's like, he's giving like a weird smirk, and he starts taking off his gilded bishop's robes. He's like, now my little hobbit.
Nara whispers, oh, thank you, Queen of the Thorny Throne. What a lovely surprise.
Samuel shivers in his sleep.
So in the morning,
I'm still waiting for you to deliver the bar to me, my queen.
so we can assume that all this happens at night. I'm not going to go into details. And Nara has her night of pleasure. Well, a gift from the Thorn Queen.
I don't want to know that.
Yep. Anyways, so morning comes, Samuel and Cooper. You notice that Nara is not there next to you.
Oh no, she's out again. She's loose. Ah, great. First, let's get something to eat.
So you guys grab all the food you want, and yeah. Nara, I can assume that you wake up as dawn opens.
Is the
and
bishop
you're
still
moving
there?
Downstairs. Yes, the bishop's still there.
Oh, I
He's
kick him
still
out.
listening.
I'm done with him.
Okay.
I wake him up like, out! Get out!
He wakes up suddenly. Wait, where am I? What? He doesn't know what's happening.
I shove him out of the building. You know, he doesn't even have his clothes on. I just shove him out and slam the door.
Yeah, he gets tossed out.
And then I go back downstairs. Ah, that was a great night's sleep.
You're here?
Where else would I be?
So a good night.
Great night. She's got a little
Perfect.
spring in her step.
Omelet?
Why, thank you. She seems to be more polite than usual.
Great. Samuel starts cooking another omelet.
So as you guys are sit down and have breakfast, footsteps come from upstairs. Two sets, one heavier than the other, and two people come down. It's the bishop. Noticeably, he does not make any eye contact with Nara as he enters the room or starts speaking. And the cleric is there behind him carrying a large bundle. And as he sits down, he looks over to Samuel and Cooper.
Morning, Chief.
We can assume that Andel is still passed out asleep. He got beat up pretty hard, so he's he's just snoring.
But I thought that really, huh?
He doesn't have as much of a recovery rate as you guys. The bishop looks over to Samuel and Cooper. Gentlemen, I have a request for you. As you know that the leader of a certain group that you are aware of has been captured. I have the request that you rescue him. And
Now, the
I'm
problem
willing
with
to pay.
requests.
I'm willing to pay. It's a request that you, if should you choose to accept, will give you rewards beyond imagine.
I don't know about that. My imagination goes pretty deep.
I bet it does. And you see a little grin come across his face, and then he quickly sobers up. Anyhow, so, and here is a down payment. He pulls out a large sack of gold coins, and he tosses it over to Samuel.
I pick up one of the coins and I bite it.
It's pure gold.
So who are we supposed to kill again?
Better than the last deal we got.
You're not supposed to kill anybody. You're supposed to rescue someone.
Rescue? Have you found the right people? Do we look like people who rescue others?
I believe you have. For you, it seems that you escaped that prison without much trouble. Or sorry, not escaped, broke into and then escaped without much trouble.
Well, yeah, that's
I
what we
find you
do.
the perfect people to do a break-in and escape mission.
You sure you got the right people, right?
I'm fairly he pulls out another bag of coins and tosses it. This one over to Nara. I believe I have the right people.
She's just kind of playing with the gold, you know, rolling a coin down her knuckles.
Your superior knowledge with gold coins allows you to determine simply by its weight that there must be at least 200 gold coins in the bag.
She sniffs the air a little bit. She says, how about maybe 300 now, and then another 300 when we finish the job."
He's already given you guys 400 total. Of course, this is
300 each, that
the
is.
upfront.
You know that there's 3 of us, of course.
Cooper is one of my men. He does not need to be paid.
He mean Ando though.
He will
Well, we
receive
still got
any.
a monk who's passed out in the back, so we gotta pay him too.
He's not passed out, he's just meditating.
Rightly so, and he tosses a pouch of gold coins in it right over to the monk where he sleeps. It bounces off his head but does not wake him up. There you go.
Damn,
Another
he's thick as a
pouch of
brick.
gold coins. And
He's honing
so
his
will you-
tea or some crap.
The bishop looks across the.
And she's like,
table and-
tell me, why do you want this fugitive rescued? I mean, what are we getting ourselves into here? And what's it worth to you?
Now, what information is that worth to you?
Nothing.
He looks over you. Interesting. There you go. Therefore, you do not need to know it.
Oh,
The
yes,
less
I
you know,
do, because
the more safe you will be. And he winks at you.
she looks at him with some contempt. And she says, so your little operation here, you guys are what, rebels? The rebellion?
Essentially, yes. And
Yes.
I'm not the leader, but I'm one of the. I'm an interested party, per se, in the success of this rebellion.
It's just, and what kind of facility is this rebel leader being held?
He is being held in the dungeons below the citadel of Azeth.
This-
It is a heavily fortified fortress, but you may not have to worry about that, for there may be another way in.
Keep
Why
going,
don't
keep
you?
going.
Yeah, why don't you explain what we're going to be doing here first?
First, I must have your acceptance that you will take part in this mission. For any information I disclose afterwards will be sensitive enough that without your full cooperation, I do not have the rights to disclose.
She
The
says.
scholar is still with us, right?
She says, I hope you understand that you are making a deal with the Greenleaf mercenaries. And
Of course I know that. Your picture is quite fabulous on the tavern walls these days. It's hard to go anywhere in town without seeing such a lovely wanted poster.
She turns to Samuel and she says, so how much gold do we have in our coffers now?
Let's see.
I mean, we want to take another job?
Counting all that up from the last job.
Of course, this is only half of what I'm going to pay you, and this does not include any other items that you pick up while you're, say, in the Citadel.
Yes, but we can pick up items anywhere. You know, we don't always like to go to a citadel to pick up items. But
I'm giving you full permission to raid a castle.
oh, you've given me a lot more than full permission. And she winks at him. So she's like, so Bard, how much money do we have in our coffers right now?
Coffers, well,
Because I think we're pretty close to getting that hideout. You know, the one we were planning with the full spike trap in the moat.
well, you were planning the full spike trap in the moat. I was planning the boat.
Well, of course it's a cove. It was the cove.
Right,
You have
right.
your ship, and it was completely protected on all sides with mountains. You can do some sea piracy, and I was going to just be well fortified. You know, build a shrine to
You
the
know,
throne
you be the
queen.
Baroness, I be the pirate captain.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So how close are we to getting that deed for the cove?
Samuel thinks about it. He thinks. And just like doing Samuel's math, how much money would be probably all the jewels in his boot and the gold he stole off?
You guys would have from your total, you would have about 1,100 gold right now, worth. Such an expensive hideout would cost you roughly, let's see. Does your hideout include just a normal house, or is it almost a castle?
Well, we of course we're just gonna start off small and get a little cove. It's got access to the water, so Samuel can be a pirate. It's surrounded by hills and well protected, and then we're gonna build off of it. We just want to get the cove first, so we have our hideout.
Which region?
I don't know
Like,
which regions are available
Neverwinter,
around here.
region of wherever.
Which regions are available around here?
Assume everything.
I'd say
I
like
think this little spot right here looks pretty nice. You know, it's abutting two rivers, and there's only one way to get to it from this side, except for the waters. It looks like it can be defended pretty well. That little tip, find a cove there, and then we'll build off of it once we get our hideout. Start building a shrine to my Thorny Queen.
The bishop, listening to all this, well, you certainly have very big ideals for the future. Such a plot of you'd probably have enough to at least buy the tip of such a cove from the regent. But to build anything, you're gonna need much more gold, especially if you wish to fight off any guards who may come to stop you eventually.
Well, of
Not to
course, we
mention,
know
we're gonna
that.
need some influence too.
Of course, that comes at a very high cost.
Well,
Can we count you in that part
well,
of the influence?
I think we've built up a very good reputation of fear, and really, it's the fear that keeps people away from us.
Not
They-
if the entire, not if the archbishop decides to squash you before you become a thorn in his side.
Now, why would he do that?
Well, first of all, he doesn't like rebels, nor does he like bandits. Ideally, he would be completely removed from the seat of power, and you'd have a quite peaceful time, at least enough time to build up a suitable position before there were anyone decide to pay you any attention.
Now, if this rebel leader were to become king, what kind of kingdom would he run?
Well, not
he
one
will
that you
run
would
that.
have to worry about if you left well enough alone. He would
He
not
will run,
he would not bother you, per se, unless you attacked his own people. In which case, he would have little choice but to deal with you. But if you had simply worked out of that area and attacked places, say downriver, he could plead ignorance of your location.
Well, it can't hurt to have friends in high places.
At least long enough for you guys to get whatever you need from this area.
So we rescue
Something
this
like
rebel leader. He's gonna owe us. He's gonna owe us big. That's the
he
way
will.
I see it.
And he is a very generous man.
Jeez.
All
One
right.
thing I gotta ask though, and Samuel looks the bishop in the eyes.
Yes, what is it?
Now I'm not saying that. Like you say, you found people, and we consider ourselves to be fairly out there professionals. But just on the off chance things do go south, can make sure that you won't turn your backs on us, or at least not point to the direction of all the spears.
Now, that is a simple request. I have little power in the city of Aves, but as long as you are here in Ironheart, a blind eye can be turned.
But how many?
Let's just say, very many.
Nara, can we talk?
Uh,
Kind of go off to the side.
Okay. He says, "Listen, Bard." He says, "This man if this man tries anything funny with us, I'm sure the people of this town would really enjoy hearing the story of how he seduced and forced himself on a defenseless young halfling."
Here, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
So you had some real fun last night, didn't you?
Wait, you did what?
She says,
Bit-
You
I
did
think
what
I-
with Father Felix?
she says, I think we have enough collateral. We can take this deal.
All right, I can see your point in this. So we walk back to the bishop.
Have you come to an agreement?
I believe we have.
Says, yes, we'll take your offer.
Splendid. First of all, if you're going to infiltrate the citadel in Athos, I believe it would be worthwhile to pay the Witch of the Forest a visit.
The Witch
There's
of
a-
the Forest.
Yes.
One of your
she-
friends?
Yes.
Wait,
essentially.
wait, Father. I thought we were supposed to run after the inventor and catch him before he get to the citadel.
Later. We'll
Just
figure
do
that
it.
out later.
He-
Wait until we
he-
get
already
paid for
been
that
captured.
one.
If he get
Ye-
to the citadel, it is going to get very tough to rescue him. But if we catch the convoy somewhere in Murloc, we will be able to rescue him easier.
I fear it is already too late to do such a thing. The convoy had left post haste late last night. If you had left now, there'd be no hopes of catching it before Murloc. The inventor is very precious. They would not spend idle time along the road. The only way that you guys, and I'm glad that I found such skilled people of deception and infiltration, is to infiltrate the citadel and rescue him there.
I don't know who this inventor you're talking about is, but that doesn't seem to be what you're paying us for. So.
I'm paying you to rescue him.
Oh,
To infiltrate the citadel.
so
and
this
rescue him.
this rebel leader is called the inventor.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Well,
do
that-
not use real names.
So
except
why?
for myself.
So what are we looking for in this witch of the forest, as you say?
She lives on the northwestern side of the forest near the river, the Athos River. You will find her cottage there. She will explain. She will know what your visit foretells, and she will explain the rest.
Listen, so you're not going to tell us why we're going to visit this witch?
Information is precious. If you want to know more, you'll have to do a persuasion check on him. Otherwise, he's gonna still be very vague.
The
Okay.
the witch of Ironheart.
I am going to cast Friends first. It's a cantrip. It's going to give me advantage on skill checks. So Nara puts her hand up, sprinkling some fairy dust in the air, and he is temporarily charmed.
On him. You don't even need to charm him.
It
He's
gives me
already charmed.
it gives me advantage on persuasion.
He's way
18.
charmed.
Very good. All right. As you persuade him, he says, "Very well. Although this information, if leaked, could prove hazardous to your mission. If the enemy soldiers were to get wind of it in any way, then you would be at a serious disadvantage for rescuing the inventor. Are you sure you want to know the rest?"
Well, you're telling us. You're not telling the enemy soldiers.
But yes, everywhere that there is air, there could be ears to hear one's voice.
He says, "Tell us then."
Wait a minute.
Yes?
I got an idea. This is a trick I learned in Bard School. And I'm gonna cast message.
You went to Bard school?
Yeah, of course. Everybody.
I didn't know you went to Bard school.
There's a Basco?
Yeah, there was a friend of mine named School.
Okay.
Anyways, I cast message and I say, "All right, you can tell me through here. What's up?"
All right. He looks at you and he gives you a nod. You're quite clever to do such a. And he says as much inside the message. Very well. The witch knows of a secret entrance to the citadel, but only she knows its exact location. That is why you must visit her.
I understand. I say back. Can you give us a? No, I guess a map wouldn't do so well. You know, message being leaked out.
Maybe several years ago, a map of the forest would have been any use to you, but these days, there are strange things abroad. And
Is there
Yeah, that is a death zone.
is there anything we can follow to maybe find her?
there is one path that leads through the forest along the western edge. If you follow the road down and you take the fork here and head north along the outskirts of the forest, eventually you will enter only the edge and come to the witch's hut.
I see. Now, one more thing.
Yes, what is it?
I need a piece of paper with your stamp on it.
So you wish to sign a contract?
No, not really. Well, that'd be handy too. I've got some papers with me if you'd like to start that. You actually reminded me. Thank you very much. Just
No.
a simple one. Make it
I
very vague in general.
I would prefer to keep this off the books, if you know what I mean. For my own reputation, for I am not, for anything that is traced back to me personally could prove unadvantageous to both parties.
Very well, very well. I'm just saying. It'd be
If you
lot
wish
more
a
easier to
contract,
talk-
if you wish for a contract, I can give you one. He pulls one out, and it's very well made, as if he had prepared for this, should you ask for such a thing. And he slides it over. Sign it, and you shall, we shall be bound in this agreement.
All right, give me a few minutes. I start reading through the contract.
As you read through it, it's basically standard things that you will abide by the laws of the contract foretold to rescue the inventor at all costs. As such, you will be paid a handsome amount of gold. You also have leeway to take whatever is within the Citadel vaults should you find a way to do so.
Nara looks at the contract and she says, "A legal contract is supported by the reigning government. Unless you become the next reigning government, this contract is worthless. Let's go."
Oh, this contract does not need to be supported by a government. If you do look at
Then
it
who is there to
carefully,
enforce
you'll
it
notice.
if it's broken?
If you do an Arcana check.
Actually, I'm gonna do an investigation. If I can find bloody skill chart.
Ôi, unbreakable.
Persuasion, perception, investigation.
17. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary with the writing. It basically says that you will have to abide by the laws of the contract and at all costs rescue the inventor.
So you're saying this contract is its own dominion, not part of the actual government, just us 3 people.
4.
4. Sorry,
Because
5.
well, Cooper doesn't really need to sign it if he doesn't want to, because he's already the bishop's servant.
True that.
I'm not
True
his
that.
servant.
You work for him anyways. You've already signed one.
I don't work for him. I work for the inventor.
And the inventor works with the bishop.
I work with, not for him.
Works with...
Well, Nara's not really interested in signing the contract, but
Do you
she.
wish to sign the contract, Samuel? He presents you with a pen.
Nara
I don't
pokes
think thank you
Samuel
very
in the
much.
leg.
Look at
She pokes Samuel in the leg a couple of times.
what's the matter.
No, she's poking you in the leg, hoping that you understand that she's trying to convey something very subtle to you.
Don't you both have Thieves' Cant or something?
I don't think Samuel does.
I have message, so I can say what.
She
What do you
says,
need?
"Don't even think about signing that with your real name." I'm assuming that they don't have our real names.
No, they probably don't.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do. You don't know.
Well, my real name really doesn't have any hold any count. Mine's the name of a dead man. But I understand what you're getting at. I put in Samuel Brookwaters.
As you write try to write Samuel Brookwaters, you feel a slight tingle of magic. And as you write Brookwaters, as you write your name, slowly you realize that even though you're trying to write a false name, you actually end up writing your real name on the contract.
Nara sees you do this, and she just shakes her head. "You idiot bard! Not again."
Well,
Let's
you have
go.
me underway. What do you need now?
And the bishop takes it over, and then he signs it himself with his own pen, and that is our contract. And he looks over, and he's gonna say your real name. So what is your real name? Like the real one you were given at birth.
Clan Dever.
Very well, Mr. Dever. We have a contract.
I hate
Let's go before
contracts.
before he ropes us into some more crap. Let's make
Hey,
our
you're
money.
safe, and the monk's safe too because he's knocked out.
You're the one who asked for the contract. Oh, let's go. But what? Now your soul belongs to the church or something?
quite possibly.
They'll return it eventually.
Upon fulfillment of the contract, most likely. As you leave, he puts a hand on signals to his bodyguard, and the bodyguard passes you a bag. He says, "For the utmost discretion, if you would."
I take the bag and I just open it right in front of the guard, looking into it.
You see a a sword in there, in a nice scabbard.
Like, well, I don't use this, and then I just toss it to the bard.
If you do not wish to use it, it is worth quite a pretty penny. You may find use of it. You cannot sell it in these areas, for it is well known.
Is it some kind of knight sword or something?
He does not bother to answer. It's a nice, elegant rapier with a matching dagger attached to the sheath.
Well, couldn't hurt to have another toy around.
I'll use history check.
Yeah, you would know. You would be able to. You can do it with advantage. Okay. When you see the sword, you recognize it as one of the 3 royal treasures of Athos. You do not know how the bishop could have gotten his hands on such a pretty piece, and why he would bother giving it to a couple of thieves and bandits.
Well, I guess he's telling me to take back the sword if they die.
That sword is too hot to sell. Nothing we can do with it now. Here, go, Bard. You take it and kill something with it.
It's what I always do, Nara. What I always do. Get
It's
roped into shit and then I kill things.
I would like to find out because when the Archbishop left this morning from my chambers,
Not the archbishop, just the bishop.
Oh,
The
just a bit.
Archbishop's
The Archbishop's the other dude. So when the bishop left from my chambers, yes, I'd like to see what I could have looted from his clothes and stuff.
What you could?
Yeah.
It was just nicely gilded. Well, he grabbed it as he left.
Yeah.
Like he was pretty much naked when you pushed him on the street, so he'd grabbed
But
all his bishop
though
robes
I woke up first, so I would have definitely gone through all of his stuff as carefully as possible.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything useful that he had on him that I could have pilfered?
Not really.
He were in his night
He
gown.
he pretty much came in his nightgowns. He walked
Okay.
all the way over here.
Sleepwalking.
I did keep his undergarments. He did not get them when he left. Like a trophy for Nara.
To add to your many conquests.
Yeah. So is the town's is there guards around town when we leave the hideout?
Nope. There's not a person in sight. Looks like you can see there's you see a couple patrols way down towards the west of town, but towards the east there is, or no, towards the east there's a few patrols, but towards the west there is not a soul in sight.
Okay, so
It
avoiding
seems like the bishop has paved your way out of town for you.
So avoiding the patrols, of course, we'll avoiding anybody. We'll just make our way to the road.
Okay. So you guys don't even need to do a stealth check if you're heading west. And you get to the main road, and it's not long before you leave town. As you reach the boundaries of town, on the west side, there are no guards posted. It seems like there should be, but there are not anymore. Your exit has been cleared for you, and you head west along the road towards the forest. In the distance, you travel for about an hour before you see a green line appear on the horizon, and you can slowly make out the edges of the dark forest ahead. The
I
closer
wonder
you
why
get-
why this woman is a witch. Turns addressing the others.
Hey, some people like the title.
He says, "I'm a witch and I don't like to be."
And I've met people who like to be called Harpy.
Well, as far as I can tell, she do quite unusual stuff. Like she take service and do and use divination to answer question and well, I would say more like a prophet. But then again, the prophet, the official prophet we had around here is the Archbishop, so he doesn't like that.
She just mumbles to herself, "Oh, I wonder what a prophet's blood tastes like."
probably poison. Depends how he's getting his prophecies. So you travel down the west road, and the closer you get to the forest, the more sinister it becomes. Everyone receives a slightly uneasy feeling as you get there. You can see a subtle mist surrounding the forest and coming out between the trees. It seems like the further you go in, the denser it would become. But as you stay along the road that only goes around the edge, you appear to be fine. The mist slowly comes in, but it only moves around the base of your feet.
I'd like
It does
to.
not obstruct your vision very
I would
much.
like to take a quick look, a careful look to see if there may be some magic or something. To careful sense of magic, maybe commune with my patron, see if she has anything to any information to offer in terms of magic.
Okay. I guess that would be an Arcana check,
Okay.
or it'd be or what
Arcana.
would you normally would you normally do to talk to your patron? Would it be a religion instead, or?
Not really. My patron, it's not an established religion. It's more just.
You make a deal with the devil, basically.
Yeah, it's more just making a deal with the devil, so you're a warlock.
Okay. So your Arcana check on the surroundings, you notice that there's a dark, sinister force around. The mist is certainly made of magic, and you would not know what its origins are, but it is nothing very good.
Do I like it?
If you like dark magic, then yes, you adore it.
She
get-
giggles
you
with
get
glee.
really excited.
I like this. Oh, there's something wonderful in this forest.
I whisper to Samuel, I don't like whenever she do that.
Yeah,
I don't like
get
whenever
used to it
singing.
after a while. I
Well,
run through.
but
Run a
we're
lot.
going into the forest, correct? That's
You're
the way
going
to the
along
witch's
edges
hut.
right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're still skirting around the edges.
You scroll around the edges, and once you get far enough north, you can take a path that leads you into the forest and to the witch's hut.
Okay.
So as you approach there, and you round the bend, and you start walking into the forest ever so slightly, you come to a sort of clearing. Here, I'll get rid of him, and I will add in Super Arrow. Let's see, is that the right size?
I
Alright.
wonder if this is going to be an encounter.
Obviously not. Okay, so you can do your marching order, or establish your marching order, and whatever.
Well,
else
Nara's
you want.
gonna jump in front because she's excited about this sinister mist.
I'm gonna hang behind her. I can't move my character though.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
Did I establish it to... oh, I put it, there you go. So this should be Samuel Burrows. Save changes. Did that work? Can you move it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I thought you had like something like 40 something health.
I do.
Then why did that? Okay, there we go. Okay, make sure you heal yourself up first.
Yeah.
So, what's everybody's passive perception?
Mine is like 10.
Mine is something like 13, I believe.
Cooper?
Where do you find that value?
It'd be on your core stats probably, or on your skills page.
Yeah.
No, it's like a plus 12. I mean, like, yeah, my passive's 12.
Skill. Yeah. My passive is 16.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. So, as you guys are... A sec, I'm gonna adjust the window here. I forgot all my dice at my apartment, so I'm gonna use these dice. Okay. So as you walk down the path, well, Cooper, you don't really notice anything yet, but as Nara gets sort of down to the center, a person steps out of the woods. Now, what do we have here?
I zap him immediately with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so roll your attack.
Let's roll initiative. Oh, we rolling initiative?
Well, you get a surprise round. He wasn't expecting that.
I
But you
wasn't
don't do it with
expecting that
advantage.
also.
Okay.
So I miss, and she says, "Give us all of your money."
So since your attack actually completely missed, you don't need to start initiative right away.
Oh.
He goes, wait, what? You are a quick one to anger, and another bandit steps out of the side. Whoo, brother, we have found an interesting group of travelers now, haven't we? This one's a feisty one. I like it. Can I have her, brother? Can I? Now, Jimmy. You have to wait. They haven't had the chance to give us all their money without any bloodshed at first.
So the bandits, are they attractive?
No, not at all.
Okay, Nara's not happy. She's gonna
Samuel,
attack.
you don't want to use your new rapier? Fancy gilded rapier?
Well, I don't know how much attraction it's gonna. What would you expect if we met bandits in the middle of the woods? Is gonna show up a fancy rapier be any good?
Who knows? Probably not.
If
But
that rapier can kill these bandits, just take it out.
I'm insulted. I give you a nice weapon and you don't want to use it.
I raise my
Fine.
bow.
I pull out the rapier.
I
You
raise
don't
my
have to
bow
if you
at
don't
the
want to.
bandit.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll just pull it out, give it a good show.
Okay. And he's like, so will you meet with our demands and hand over all your money?
He
I
says,
raise my bow at the bandit.
Do
And,
you know
"You
who you're
rotten
talking
teeth,
to?
idiotic amateurs. How about you give me your money?"
the
Hey,
the
bandit.
older one, the one to the left starts laughing, and he gives a whistle, and two wolves come out from on either side. Another one steps out of the trees a little further up, closer to Samuel, and another one behind, and then two more wolves come out from behind. Now, this is your last chance. Give us all your money, and we'll let you go.
Huh.
Nara attacks. Or she is gonna go into initiative.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative.
Well, no, the others don't have to.
Okay, now roll initiative.
Hold on, I gotta select my token.
Oh, I haven't started initiative. I haven't opened initiative thing. Let's see. It's here. Whoops. That's help docs right here. There we go.
I'm starting initiative too because.
So
I
did
just
everyone
showed-
roll? Or?
Damn it, Nara!
Oh, whoops. Everybody's gonna have to. I'm gonna ask everyone to re-roll because I forgot to empty it last time.
Oh.
Clear list. Okay, so everybody just roll again.
Well, that wasn't much better.
Can I drop this
7.
guy into? Nope. I can't drop a guy. I can't drop a guy into initiative. Let's see. I'll just add to this. Let's see. So how can I just add the wolves to initiative? I didn't make them any character tokens.
You right click and add turn,
Okay.
and then you put in a number. Or whatever
Okay.
number they are.
D20. So 3 wolves are after you.
I beat the wolves.
And the bandits don't go in just yet. Alright, so decreasing order. Alright, so Samuel, you get to start first.
Woo! Let's see. How far away are these guys? These guys.
You're going for them right away?
Yeah, I know, Cooper has it handled with the wolves. At least I hope so.
No, I don't. Why I do?
Oh, we're gonna start with a vicious mockery anyway. Your toes smell funny! Wisdom save?
Yep. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to roll one. Let's see, what's his wisdom? Wisdom is not very high. So what does he have to get? He doesn't save.
Yeah. Let's see. Cantrips. This interface was a lot easier. Get through this.
I don't have the grid on, do I? No, I don't.
Just mockery damage.
And you do 7 damage.
5 damage.
Okay, 5 psychic damage. Okay. He's like, "Hmm, yes, my toes do smell very funny, thank you. And
Oh,
he
which guy is it
smiles.
that you hit? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Okay.
Okay. Wolves, kill him first. Cooper, your turn.
Alright, let me check the spell I had. Spell. I had what was the one? Alright, I'll use Hunter's Mark on this dude.
Really, you're just going off for these guys instead of the wolves. Okay.
And I'll take a shot at him.
Okay.
Skill. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that's gonna hit him.
And I get to attack another one, so
You're right, because you have your extra attack.
Yeah.
But what damage do you do to this guy? Can you do your damage first?
Not counting one from not counting one from the spell. The extra one for the spell.
So you shoot him right into the arm, or right into his shoulder, and he
1d6
snarls.
and 1d6 extra damage. So
If a crit, it
1d6.
does 6. It's not a crit.
No, from the hunter mask.
Oh, 1d6.
From the
Okay,
spell.
6 extra damage.
Right. So 19 damage.
So 13. Okay. So he takes a really hard hit into the shoulder, and he snarls. He's gonna enter initiative now.
And another hit.
That one's good. Oh, you're hitting him again?
Yep.
So he got a 12. This guy gets a 14. So when it comes time to enter initiative, he'll be in.
There is extra.
So, okay, you're gonna hit him?
Right.
So you got a 19, yeah, you hit him again? 12. And I think your extra damage only applies once, doesn't it? To one of your hits? Does it?
Hang on. That one was from the spell, so let me see.
I'm pretty sure your spell only goes once per turn.
Hunter Mark. It say deal an extra 1d6 damage to attack to target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything about turn something. So,
Okay. Okay.
D6.
5.
Another 5, yeah.
This guy's oof, ouch. You did so much damage to him. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I focus on single attack, so. Oh, Colossal Slayer.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn, or?
Yeah, that's in my turn. Hey guys, how about let's just give us all your money and we'll get out of here. And you can get out here with your puppies before I slay them all.
Nara?
I'm going to cast Hunger for Hadar, reaching these 3 enemies. It's a 20-foot, It's a 20-foot sphere.
Okay.
So let me draw it for you. So it's like this, approximately.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm casting Hunger of Hadar in this area. I'm going to move right here between these 2. That's my turn.
Okay.
At the beginning of the whoever starts their turn in that sphere is gonna take some damage. It's gonna take 2d6 cold damage, and whoever ends their turn in the sphere also takes damage.
Okay. Okay, so now it's the wolves' turn. The wolves have received their order to attack the bard who just mocked one of their leaders. So this one's first gonna go, and it's gonna attack you with, let's see, with a bite. So it's gonna roll a d20 plus, I think it's a 4. Yeah, plus 4. So that one gets an 8. So then and that one's gonna miss for sure. So then this one here comes in and it's gonna attack you too. And because it's got packed tactics, I'm gonna do it within 5 feet, yeah. Since it's got packed tactics, it's gonna attack with advantage. So it's gonna go roll twice. 18-5, so it's gonna hit you for so the first bite comes and it's gonna do, let's see, 4 to attack. And I think it's gonna do 1d6 plus 1 damage. So it's gonna do 5 damage.
Bad puppies, bad.
So this one's gonna come too, and it's gonna attack with advantage. So 14 or 15?
I think a 15 will hit. And,
Okay. So it's gonna hit.
Oh, I thought you had higher armor class than that.
Let me check. Da, 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 da.
What are you wearing?
Leather. Yeah, my AC is 14.
Okay.
That's low.
So that's gonna do a d6 plus 1 damage. 3 damage. These two in the back, they have another one over there. Yeah.
Is this
these
the
two in
beginning of their turn?
back here. I'm gonna do the ones that are gonna take damage last. This one's gonna come and it's gonna attack the bard also. And it's
Wow.
gonna, yeah. It's gonna do 2 rolls, advantage, and it's gonna miss. This one misses you. This last one, it's gonna sneak up and it's gonna attack. Arrowing there. Whoops.
Check out our ninja bard over here, fending off the wolves.
And he's gonna do attack on you. So rolls a 20 and he misses. Now these guys, they're all gonna take your damage. So I just want you to roll 1 damage thing for all 3 of them.
7 damage for Hunger of Hadar. This sphere is also difficult terrain and it is completely blinding. So they have to move out of the sphere to see.
So 7 damage. Yeah. So this one, he is really pissed. Crazy pissed. He rips both arrows out of him, one out of his shoulder, one out of his thigh, and he breaks both of them. And he's like, "You!" And he suddenly transforms. His skin just shreds off of him, claws grow out of his hands, and a big, giant wolf muzzle comes out of his face, and he suddenly gets all hairy. You will die.
So what's their hotness now?
Since you really like these guys, you find it really attractive.
Nara raises an eyebrow. Well, what have we here?
You like
Lycanthropes?
powerful.
I like that.
Oh yeah. In a
Oh,
second.
great. Here we go again.
Oh dear.
And then
You guys.
the one next to him,
Weirdo.
he's like, "Whew, so we can get serious, brother," and he transforms too. And of course, Alex, that guy disappears. And okay, so they'll each take their 7 damage.
Okay.
And this one, and the wolf goes, "Arr, arr," and it is not sure what's happening. The wolf is bewildered by the senses, and he just bolts off into the forest. He doesn't know, he doesn't like what just happened. He doesn't understand it. But this werewolf, he is so pissed. He's gonna bound right around, and he's gonna come and he's gonna just attack. 40 feet. I made that a bit much. But yeah. So he's gonna come and he's just gonna jump and attack that ranger. He's gonna go in with a bite and a claw swipe. So let's see. So first he's gonna go in with his bite. +4 to hit. And he misses with his bite. It's a good thing. And then he comes in with a claw swipe. And misses.
It misses.
This one, the younger one, he's like, ooh, all excited. And he's gonna run around and he kind of follows his bard but goes in the opposite direction. Now that he gets out, he can see what's happening. And he's gonna wait over here. Quickly. And he gives out a big howl. 1 second. I think I got something for that. Oh, I didn't put any battle music. You guys should remind me that. Here, let's put this. There we go, some battle music. Forgot about it. Okay, so the werewolves and the wolves have went. Samuel Burrows, your turn.
Let's see. Now, how many opportunity attacks would it take me to get from here to here? Oh, if I can move. There we go.
As long as you're beside two of them, or some of them, you'll won't provoke too many. So there you'll provoke two. I'll say from the two wolves there.
Okay.
That werewolf was just so absorbed with whatever is going on with that ranger.
All right. So I look back at Copper and I move over here and I yell, "Cover your ears!" I'm going to use Shatter on a square if I can make it. Basically, a 10 by 10 square between these two wolves here.
Okay, and that's gonna hit everybody inside?
Yeah.
Okay, including your allies?
Well, I basically point the square out where.
Yeah, you can do it in the
Right.
square without hitting us. If you
Yeah.
point, if you twist it in the right shape.
Yeah. So I want you to draw that square though. If you can get all the enemies you want to hit without any allies there, I'll let you.
Hold on a
You'll be able
second.
to not hit anyone.
This is 10 by 10. I'm drawing. This
It's
is
a little small.
pretty close. It's pretty close.
Yeah. So I'll make it a
So,
bit bigger than that.
Go like this, and then you twist it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say you can get 3 of the wolves in there.
All right. Hey, stop! Stupid pen's going everywhere. Control Z.
What are you doing to my beautiful map?
All right. So I'm gonna hit these 3 wolves, and they have to make. If I could get the thing up. Okay, they have to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay, they don't have a very high constitution. I think it's like a 12 or something. I'll look it up. Well, yeah, it has a 12. Okay, so they're gonna make Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, all fail.
A 9. That was one of them.
All
Second one is the 14, and the third one's an 11. So did the 14 succeed?
fail. No.
That's all a fail? 8, 14, 11? Okay. So they all fail.
3d8 damage.
Oof. Ouch. Okay.
Oh. Here, I'll do it.
Oof. Ouch. You killed all 3 wolves. One shot.
Meanwhile,
So exactly
Right.
what does that attack do?
basically what happens is it makes a deafening loud noise, and then it does electric damage from that pressure.
Okay. So with that big loud noise in that area, the wolves suddenly yelp in pain, and as blood comes out of their ears, they all just collapse onto the ground, not moving. And that's what happens to the wolves. They let out a pitiful howl. Second.
Tell you can mess with Jose.
They let out a pitiful howl and they die.
I thought you went to Bard school. That was terrible. Ah!
I thought Mark School was his friend.
Yeah, my friend was named School.
Hi.
Alright, and that should do me fine. Except now I got a big Lycanthrope to my right. But I've got nothing else, so next turn.
Cooper?
Do werewolf count as beast for alright, I'll do a nature check on the werewolf. With
Okay.
advantage.
You know, what are you trying to find out about them?
With advantage. So I want to know about, I want to find out about their attacks and their weakness, if any.
Okay. So you know that werewolves, they're savage predators in their human form, and werewolf have heightened senses, a fiery temper, and a tendency to eat raw meat. In its hybrid form, it's its most terrifying, and it's quite strong. You know its bite. It typically attacks with its bite attack and its claws, but its bite is what transmits the werewolf disease.
Oh. Okay.
Because werewolves are a pretty famous animal, so you don't need a very high check to get that.
Do they have regeneration or something?
You don't know.
Alright. I'll find out. 2 more hit on the werewolf in front of me. 1.
That one hits. Roll damage. Okay, both. You shoot both of them at him. Okay, the second one misses, but the first one hits.
Alright.
One thing is, if you're shooting with a creature within 5 feet away, you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter for his that first shot anyways. He still hits. So yeah, 10 piercing damage. And
6.
so basically, he had done his 2 lunges bites at you, but you dodged quickly aside. You drew another couple arrows. You shoot him, and you shoot him right between the eyes, and he collapses down in front of you.
I guess that means he doesn't have regeneration. Wait. What
But
do
you
you
use
know?
both shots on him. So you shoot one right between the eyes, and you shoot the other one right through his neck. Or you shoot the other one, but you miss as he falls down on the ground. You expect him to keep coming at you, but the first one was enough to take care of him.
I'll do double tap anyway.
And he's down. All right. What next? Oops. Nara?
Nara is so excited to see these hunky werewolves. She's like, "Oh, you killed him!" And then she looks at the other one, and she just hightails it. She just runs straight at him. She just tries to tackle him and bite his neck and jump on him, filled with lust. I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch. Give me a second.
You're not trying to grapple him?
No, Vampiric Touch is a melee spell attack.
Okay.
So I'm trying to bite him. I want to taste his blood. He's just so exciting. It's just he's so hot, you know.
I'm really tempted to make you.
And I scream at the bard. Next time, give me some of that inspiration.
Yeah, he's out right now. He'd be our
Aw.
12. That